Hi guys, this is HTrade. I am a partner trader from Wesley Trades HQ. Alright, so let's get started. Let me actually show you guys what happened yesterday. We caught an absolutely beautiful sell trade from that 15-minute inverted fair value gap, and we pocketed all the way down because price went all the way down and took out the previous daily low. This was now a trade that was during yesterday's New York session, as you guys can see, 10 a.m. EST, 10:25 EST, etc., etc. So FOMC was going to happen at later that day at around 2 p.m. EST or New York time, but I thought to myself, listen, there are still plenty of time to trade, and if you just follow your strategy, follow your rules, everything will be fine. If you hit the stop loss, everything will still be fine. If you just keep on following your rules, right? In any case, so let me just quickly show you that monumental good trade that happened yesterday. So I actually am crying right now as well because this is now the London session, and Asian session happened with a big bang. We basically took out Monday's high, we took out Friday's high during yesterday's FOMC move, and during Asian time frame we just collapsed all the way down into this daily inverted fair value gap. Let me show you. You see this inverted fair value gap? Let me just move this way so you guys can make better sense of what's happening here. Right, daily inverted fair value gap, we tapped that. So we basically took that day's high, we took that day's high, and Asian session today, we basically went down all the way down, and we tapped this daily inverted fair value gap as well as this 4-hour fair value gap here, and we started going up. Now, why are we started going up? Why did we start going up? Or how did I see that we started going up? Very easily. We just, if you go down to the 4-hour time frame, I'm now on the 4-hour time frame, right? Just have a look at how the Asian 4-hour candle closed. We tapped halfway into this daily inverted fair value gap. That is CE. Halfway of this daily inverted fair value gap. CE. And that 4-hour candle closed. How did it close is the question. Yes, this is a bearish fair value gap, a bearish candle, a 4-hour candle, but how, the question still remains, how did it close? It closed above this daily inverted fair value gap, and it closed above this 4-hour fair value gap. Not only did we take this daily inverted fair value gap out, if you go down to the daily, I'm pretty sure we took out the lows of how many daily candles, as well as liquidity. This daily candle, the previous day. We already took the previous daily low. We tapped this daily inverted fair value gap, and boom, we had a massive reaction. Sorry, I'm getting off topic here. I wanted to explain yesterday's New York sell, but I just wanted to show you guys, I was looking at this trade, I was looking at this move. Now, when I started looking at this move, we were basically done with this 4-hour candle. So basically here, and then price dropped here and created a 15-minute inverted fair value gap. Then I thought to myself, listen here, my strategy says we first must look for a 15-minute inverted fair value gap, and we need to tap that before we look. So if I look for a buy, like I actually did. Everything is bearish, but I'm looking for a buy. Why? Because the 4-hour candle closed like this, tapped the daily inverted fair value gap. So now I went down to the 5-minute time frame, and I went down into the 1-minute time frame. So unfortunately, these are bearish confluences on the 15-minute time frame, but I was still looking for a buy. I was still looking for a buy on the 1-minute time frame, and I waited. So here's my 1 hour, 1-minute inverted fair value gap, but it wasn't a really good CE tap. It closed through it completely. Right, so I waited. Got another inverted fair value gap. So my idea was to buy from here, but I was a little late. I was a little bit late to the party. I waited. Sorry, my stop loss would have been there, but I waited. So I didn't enter yet. I waited for this. So I was sitting here and I was thinking, all right, cool. So I was waiting for some form of bullish confluence. And this was it. I was waiting for a bullish candle. I think I was waiting for a bullish 5-minute candle to be printed. And then I would have liked to take my trade once CE was tapped again. So I waited. There it was tapped again. And I was thinking, should I enter off this trade right now? We haven't tapped it really well yet. Here. All right, look at this. We haven't closed below that fair value gap. We haven't closed below that fair value gap. We have not closed below that fair value gap. Now we did, but we tapped this inverted fair value gap as well as this bullish fair value gap. And I waited. And I would have taken a buy once we closed above this fair value gap here. We have not done that yet. I would have taken my buy here. There we go. And I would have taken my stop loss to here. At least I would have taken my stop loss here, and I would have aimed for 1 to 1.5 risk reward at least. Because there's a 4-hour fair value gap above us, and if anything can happen when we tap another higher time frame confluence, and this is what happened. Why? Why is this happening? Let me go back to my reasoning again here. What did we tap? A daily higher time frame inverted fair value gap. CE 50% level. Closed above it with a 4-hour candle. Even though it's bearish. But you see that big rejection wick of that 4-hour candle. And boom, this happened. And how am I tracing this move? I'm using my fib tool because I can clearly see the 4-hour time frame is currently bearish. So there's a possibility that we might get another sell back going down. But yeah, so we are currently here. You see? How beautiful is this move? Any case, like I said, I was late to the party. I was looking at this trade from here, but then I got distracted from my normal work. And then this trade happened. It just went. So I'm waiting to see how this 4-hour candle closes, because number one, if we're going to see another higher time frame sell, we at least would want a 50% to 61.8% retracement inside this area here. That's what I would look for. personally, 100%, because this fair value gap is also still valid. We haven't closed above that yet, 100% yet. So there's all possibility price can still tap that even before we go down again. But now we're done with analyzing this move, right? Done with analyzing this move. Let me quickly go to yesterday's move. So let's go to yesterday's move. Yesterday's move was an absolute banger trade. So this was the previous daily low. The previous daily low was actually we haven't reached the previous day low yet. The previous day low was here. That's the previous day low. Let's just do this. That's the previous day low. So New York Open came, right? You see 9:30 EST. New York Open came. I was looking for a sell, and it just happened right off the bat. I could have entered here after the tapping of that 15-minute inverted fair value gap, and I could have taken a nice sell there. The problem though is that I think I got something there, but I tried to sell again because I waited for I just wanted a bigger I got a little bit greedy, to be honest with you. I wanted a bigger profit for that day, and then eventually we came to this move here. Now the whole of Wesley Trades HQ went into the trade together section. Let me just quickly see here. We went into the trade together section because Wesley that specific day had a technical issue with his PC, and at the end of the day, let me just quickly show you guys. So we went in here and we were all looking for a sell. And I told the guys, listen here. I'm going to go for a sell. Okay, we were close to looking for, everybody was entering the sell at that point there. So I was looking for a sell after the price tapped this inverted fair value gap, this 15-minute. And I was waiting for a sell candle to be printed, which I got. And I went into the sell. Right, there we go. Put my stop loss at the top of that 15-minute inverted fair value gap. Wesley himself was into the trade as well as a few of our other members, as you guys can see. And it just went smoothly. As you guys as you can see, it went smooth. As you guys can see, it went so smooth. It went so ridiculously smooth. It's not even funny. It was an absolutely beautiful trade. They were complimenting me because I watched that trade. I was looking for that trade, and then everybody just joined. And even Wes himself took a banger of a trade. So if we go to the futures trades from yesterday, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So here's the one trade. Where is Wesley's trade? He posted it a little bit later on. I'm not sure exactly. He definitely posted it, but I can't remember where. Ah, there we go. You see, there's the trade. People posting the trade. All right. Wes actually came so close to getting his stop loss there. But we eventually got to take profit there. So yeah, it's crazy, absolutely crazy trade. And like I said, my reasoning to that trade was we were bearish at that point in time. We haven't taken out the previous daily low yet. And with that move, actually the 1 minute time frame also then created bearish confluences here, bearish fair value gap here, there, and there. You could count this whole thing here as a fair value gap, even though we closed above it. This whole fair value gap thing is still being respected, and we just pocketed. And then what happened after that previous daily low was taken? FOMC happened. So basically, price went up again because the previous daily low was taken. So what else have not been taken yet? The previous daily high. So come 2 p.m., massive spike up. We took the previous daily high as well as other days highs, Monday's days high, etc., etc. This is classic NQ or NAS 100 movement there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown because that was an absolutely beautiful trade yesterday. I cannot believe how smooth that trade went. It's absolutely insane. And of course, let me show you my results for the time being. My total balance is now currently, you see profit and loss for that day. My balance is now 50,490 and 10 cents. So yeah, let's see how today goes. I actually, like I explained at the beginning of the video, I wanted to take this beautiful London buy, and it escaped me. I was so pissed. I was seriously pissed. Nevertheless, we now have to wait for what exactly, right? So this move already happened. It's going, right? There's nothing you can do about it. So we have our daily. This is the previous day, right? Previous day, body high, body low, and the actual PDH and the actual PDL. Now, since we have already taken the PDL, there's a possibility price can still move up a little bit. And my guess is between the 50 and the 60 level here, make some form of a retracement, and we might actually get another sell to at least back into the daily inverted fair value gap or the previous daily low, at least again. I mean, anything can happen really. We could actually go up, retrace up again as well. I mean, the market can still do what it wants, right? Because the market moves at its own pace, and all we have to do is just look at what history did and just follow our strategy based on the stuff that happened in the past, right? So that's all that we can do. So yeah, one step at a time, guys. Literally one step at a time, and we get 1% better every day. You just have to follow your strategy and not let your emotions take over, as what happened with me this week, where I blown my account and I had to take everything all over again. And this time I'm following my strategy to a T without fail, hopefully this time. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Alright guys, hope you have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Cheers.